Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with my WWE Raw Supershow review for tonight, February the 6th, 2012. I thought tonight's Raw was okay tonight. The wrestling was decent. We did see a lot of storyline building between Jericho and Punk. Also, Triple H talking about The Undertaker and also finding out more about Joe Laurinaitis. And even though they both weren't involved in matches tonight, we did see a little bit involving Cena and Kane tonight, especially at the end of Raw. First, we found out who would enter last in the Raw Liberty Championship match. I'll get to all that in a moment. Starting off with Triple H coming out. As we all know from last week, Triple H did admit to the crowd that he was about to fire John Laurinaitis. We all know Triple H was out there giving John Laurinaitis his job evaluation. He was just about to say Laurinaitis about what he was going to do. In the end, Triple H did say he was going to fire him, but Undertaker came out and interrupted him. He did address both situations. One, that the board of directors have delayed the decision of Triple H. The Triple H will not be able to fire Laurinaitis yet because Laurinaitis went to Stamford, Connecticut to talk to the board of directors. And the board of directors will announce tomorrow morning. I'm hearing 10 a.m. on WWE.com, they're going to announce John Laurinaitis' status. John Laurinaitis was at Raw tonight. I'll address that as well a little later on in this video. So while we have to wait to find out if Laurinaitis will get fired or not, Triple H, they have time to address the Undertaker situation. Triple H said, Undertaker, I respected you as a phenom, as a guy that made me chills up and down my spine when I see you. Because everyone knows that Triple H knows that as bad as anybody else. That when you hear that gong, when you see Undertaker come out, his slow ominous entrance makes you just creep goosebumps up your spine. Just makes you fear of him. He's just an ominous figure. But Triple H has lost all respect and all the goosebumps about Undertaker because at WrestleMania 27, in their second meeting, I've said it many times, that they only met at WrestleMania 17, but no one admitted it to keep storyline. Triple H, in the second meeting with Undertaker last year, he beat the crap out of Undertaker. And Undertaker, yes, he did win over Triple H in a grueling, decent, no DQ, no holds barred match, but Triple H was left standing on his own will because Undertaker was carried out on a cart. And Triple H said that. He said he wants someone else to take you on. So, out of respect, no, Triple H will not wrestle Undertaker. But you know, they're going to make him wrestle him. You know, in the end, he's probably going to wrestle Taker. This is all storyline. And the storyline between Triple H and Taker's been building. It's built again tonight with Undertaker releasing a video tonight saying that he wasn't done with Triple H. Basically, Undertaker's not taking no for an answer. He wants Triple H. He wants vengeance. He said the victory on you doesn't matter because I've lost all respect from people because I didn't work on my own will. He wants to not only beat the crap out of Triple H this time, but he wants to stand up on his own will. But he does win over Triple H. Makes it 20-0 at WrestleMania. Big achievement. Basically, it's not over yet. Like a little video of Undertaker standing in a throne talking about this and ending with I will not accept. Like basically, it ain't over yet. So Triple H was left standing in just all silence as he saw that video, and also add on to the fact that Shawn Michaels has been advertised to show up next week. There was a lot of local videos in San Diego about Shawn Michaels, but now it's official because John Laurinaitis did show up eventually, talk to Triple H, and did say that Shawn Michaels will be on Raw next week. But a lot of rumors about Triple H's friend Shawn refereeing the match against Triple H and Taker. So we'll see if Shawn will announce that or not next week on Raw in San Diego. No one away Mysterio, who's also from San Diego, but I don't know, who knows. So there you go, Triple H and Undertaker's storyline has just begun. It'll probably come in with a match at WrestleMania. So we'll see how the storyline develops, especially the next couple weeks to come. Now on to our first match of the evening, which was Daniel Bryan taking on the Big Show in a non-title one-on-one matchup. Now AJ returned last week on SmackDown wearing a neck brace after what happened when Big Show ran over her. Well, AJ was kind of involved in this match again tonight. The match between Daniel Bryan and Big Show, part of the Elimination Chamber match for SmackDown, was just an okay matchup, a little short matchup with Daniel Bryan getting squashed by Big Show, but the ending came when they were wide around the ring. Kind of like the same, they kind of like reenacted what happened the first time. Big Show was chasing Bryan. He almost ran into AJ again. He hit the brakes. But then Daniel Bryan grabbed AJ and walked down on Big Show. Big Show got back in the ring. It was a count-out victory for Big Show once again. Daniel Bryan counting out after Big Show almost ran to AJ again. The Daniel Bryan mentioned Big Show's a big monster, and he loves AJ, yada, yada, yada. And talk about he being a coward now, but in the Elimination Chamber, I will walk out the champion because he'll be in the match with Big Show. And all of the other guys, the 4 others in the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match would be involved on Raw tonight. I'll get to that. And of course, the Raw Elimination Chamber guys will be involved in a 6-pack challenge, which I'll talk about as well. But Big Show gets the win on a count out. It was okay matchup. Just like I said, it was kind of okay. Bryan had a submission. Big Show speared him a bit. It was okay matchup. It was very short and very brief. And of course, a count out victory for Big Show. Like I said, the first 2 matches of the night were just okay, especially the second match, kind of a squash. David Otunga came out talking about, because he's, of course, Laurinaitis, his lawyer, wanted Laurinaitis to stay as GM, blah, blah, blah. And they said, Otunga, you are in a match right now against the Royal Rumble winner, Sheamus. No need to talk here. Otunga tried to fight back, but we don't know what was going to happen. Sheamus squashed David Otunga, and Sheamus got the victory after a quote kick. 1-2-3 victory for Sheamus. Probably the only squash match tonight, because for the first time on Raw since he's debuted, we didn't see Brodus Clay tonight. So Sheamus provided squash tonight since Brodus Clay wasn't in the building. So everyone would call them Mama and say, sorry Mama, Brodus Clay won't be on this week. So probably we'll see Brodus next week, but squash victory for Sheamus. Now, on to our next segment, which was Chris Jericho coming out, talking about what he's been doing to the fans. Of course, we all know what happened. Jericho coming out, debuting on Raw, returning on Raw last month. He said nothing, zero zilch until 2 weeks ago on Raw, during his highlight reel. He said the end of the world as you know it. Well, Jericho's back to reclaim what's his. He spoke a long time to this segment tonight. Came out talking about the Jericho wannabes, about people whipping him off. Basically, Jericho's doing what we were all knowing he was going to do. Turn heel. He trolled everybody. He admitted. People saying, oh, Jericho, on the internet was saying, oh, Jericho trolling us. He's trolling us. Well, Jericho admitted that, yes, he did troll you and manipulated us by not speaking, holding our breaths on what he was going to say. And he said, it is the end of the world as you know it, because I am back to reclaim what's mine. My spot, because everybody else has been taking my position as the guy, as the best in the world, and what I do, especially kind of like CM Punk. Of course, we all saw last week, Mr. Jericho attacking CM Punk during his match against Daniel Bryan, giving him a cold breaker. So just when Jericho was mentioning Punk, here comes CM Punk. The master of the pipe bomb. But in this case, CM Punk was the master of the mind games. CM Punk came in, grabbed the mic, and pulled the Jericho. He said nothing. He trolled Jericho. The old saying goes, what goes around comes around. And what came around for Jericho was a taste of his own medicine, with CM Punk trolling Jericho by saying nothing as well, like Jericho's been doing to everybody. So, there you go. Like I said, Jericho did explain why he come back, stop the liars and the cheaters and of course the Jericho wannabes, especially Punk. Well, Punk and Jericho would get their shot against each other in a match tonight. 6-pack challenge, which I'll refer to in a few moments here. After that segment, on to our next match, which was a tag team match. As I mentioned, Daniel Bryan and Big Show on a Elimination Chamber match for SmackDown. They both wrestled tonight. Well, the other 4 members of the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match wrestled in a tag match as Great Khali teamed up with Randy Orton against Cody Rhodes and Wade Barrett. Now, Orton and Khali were an unlikely pairing. Orton came in first, but then he blind tagged Khali by slapping his chest. Khali would do the same to Orton. But Khali came in and dominated a little bit. It was an okay tag. Like I said, if you haven't tagged any match with Khali is going to be just okay because Khali's not the best wrestler in the world. He's like Under the Giant. He's just a big attraction. You know, not best wrestler, technical, but just the all of him just amazes people. That's what they do. So, Orton was dominated, especially against Mr. Wade Barrett and Cody Rhodes. He was dominating Cody Rhodes. He gave Cody Rhodes DDT, and Orton was just about to deliver the RKO until Khali blind tagged him again on the chest. He came in, Khali chop on Mr. Cody Rhodes with the hand. 1, 2, 3. Khali gets the victory for his team, but Orton wasn't happy. As you know, at the champ match, all 4 of these guys will be in there with Daniel Bryan and Big Show. It won't be a tag. It'll be every man for himself. So Orton was going to get a chop from Khali, but he then ducked a clothesline and got the RKO. Yes, he RKO'd Khali. Because I said to myself, how is he going to RKO Khali? Well, if CM Punk or anybody, especially Cena, can FU people like Mark Henry or people like Viscera, Orton can RKO Khali. So that's what Orton did. Delivering a message to not just Khali, but to everybody in the Elimination Chamber match for SmackDown. Stay out of my way, because I will dominate. Next, we had a Divas match. Yes, we had another Divas match. We had a rematch from 2 weeks ago. It was Alicia Fox teaming up with Tamina, Kelly and Eve versus Beth Phoenix, Bella Twins, and Natalya. First things first, I'd like to say thank you for not being more than 30 seconds, like last week's match with Eve and Beth Phoenix lasting 30 seconds, but it was still a short Divas match, but not 30 seconds. It was like 5 minutes. Once again, it was kind of like the match 2 weeks ago. Beth Phoenix blind tagged the Bella Twin. It basically got slaughtered as Nikki Bella got splashed by Tamina. 1, 2, 3. Alicia, Tamina, Kelly, Eve win. Move on. We saw a little bit of Eve at the end of the show. I'll talk about her in a moment. Now, we didn't see much of John Cena tonight. We did see John Cena on a video about him being named the official starter for the Daytona 500. He'll fly the flag because he's been a big sponsor of Gillette with some NASCAR guys. He's been on a NASCAR reality show as well. So, while Cena was not there tonight, he just there on the video. John Laurinaitis was there, talking to him about stuff. Like I said, he revealed that Shawn Michaels will be there tomorrow on next week on Raw. But also that Kane and John Cena will have a match at the Elimination Chamber match pay-per-view in an ambulance match. Kind of like a stretcher match. First guy to drag their opponent to an ambulance or beat him up so bad to get in the ambulance will win. That means basically no DQ, no disqualification, no count out. Just anything goes until one guy gets into an ambulance. Beat the crap out of everybody. So that's what happened. We didn't see much of Cena, but we did see a little bit of Kane. I'll get to that in a moment. Now on to the 6-pack challenge involving CM Punk, Chris Jericho, R-Truth, The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, and Kofi Kingston for the right to be the 6th guy to enter last at an Elimination Chamber match. Well, it's kind of like a fatal 5-way. R-Truth was taken out because he kind of botched the flying move. He was flying on the top rope, splashing on The Miz, but he kind of missed it, botched it a bit, and hit the back of his head. So it was carried out by the referee. It's kind of a botch move. Nasty spell. Bumped his head and his back, so it would carry out and not be a match. We did see Punk and Jericho attempt to each other, but you saw like teasing them a little bit one-on-one, but never got a chance to really face each other one-on-one. It was an okay main event, 5-pack matchup. Moves, like you saw some flying moves from R-Truth, also Kofi Kingston, flying moves. He was trying to Trump in Paradise on people. But the ending came when Jericho got kicked out by Punk, and Punk was wrestling all over Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler was trying to deliver his moves. And then Punk got Ziggler to get him to go to sleep. Punk delivered the go to sleep on Ziggler. Ziggler was out. Punk was ready to get the pin to be the last guy. Referee, 1, 2. Jericho, as I predicted myself, pulled the referee out. stopping Punk, pulled Punk out of the ring, preventing Punk from getting the victory. Then wham, Punk against the announcers. Then Jericho got in, because of course Ziggler was still out from the go to sleep. He basically stole the victory from Punk, pinned Ziggler with a little foot up, 1, 2, 3. He didn't need it at that point. But Jericho did pin Ziggler, and it was Jericho will enter last at the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. There's a little payback from Jericho's like, Punk, you trolled me tonight by not talking to me. I cost you a shot to be the last guy in the Elimination Chamber match. I basically stole your victory. Because Punk did all the damage. He go to sleep Ziggler, but Jericho came in and stole the victory. But while Jericho was celebrating, Eve was scared again. Last week, Kane confronted Eve, and we end war with Kane confronting Eve again about Cena embracing the hate once again. We end with Kane staring into the scared eyes of Eve, sneeringly, violently staring into the eyes of Eve as we end war with Kane's face. So, like I said, we didn't see Cena much tonight. Maybe he's doing something, but Kane did stare down at Eve at the end of the night. Kane and Cena will be at a Elimination Chamber match. And I'm glad it's going to be like a no DQ situation, unlike the Royal Rumble, which ended with a double count out. So there you go. So we saw a little bit of Kane-Cena feud with Eve being taunted by Kane again, but Cena wasn't there to save her like he did last week. Kane-Cena man. Going to see Shawn Michaels next week. The continuation of the Triple H Undertaker thing. And we're going to see what happens with Laurinaitis. We're going to find out tomorrow morning. Go to WWE.com at 10 o'clock. But he'll be on Wesley's sites as well, addressing it as well tomorrow. But what happens with Laurinaitis? But this one was just decent tonight. Okay, well, especially after the Super Bowl. That's it for my WWE Raw Super Show review. Thank you all very much. Have a great night. I'm in attacked by the review from Zach. Thank you very much. See you all later. And bye-bye. Yeah.